My name is Tim Eyman, Kirkland. Really want to emphasize the penalties you're talking about. You're saying you're going to require the Secretary of State to throw away petitions that are filled with perfectly valid signatures because the circulator either didn't fill out the back because he forgot to or he's afraid to, or that the person didn't put their address on there. That's an immense penalty. But as if that's not enough, now we're talking about 364 days in jail and fines. That's going to decrease the pool of people that want to sign a petition. It's going to decrease the pool of people willing to be a petitioner in the first place. And the whole reason they struck down that law back in 1994 was it said it will decrease the pool of people willing to participate. That's why it violated the First Amendment, the ban on a paper signature. You have to show there's fraud. There is none in Washington. But even if you could find fraud, you have to absolutely show that you're doing it in the least onerous way. And there's simply no way you could justify jail time, fines, and throwing away signatures. That's just unjustified given the fact that there's no fraud at all. Thank you.
Do you think that the terms and the punishment described in this proposal would affect volunteers, that is, chill volunteers, even more than paid signature gatherers?
100%, because they won't understand it. They'll be afraid to even, the rumor will go around, if you get this wrong, there's a $5,000 fine and possibly 364 days in jail. That will terrify a lot of people who are, and we've had grandmas that will drive, they'll go and get 5 of their friends in their neighborhood and bring it to us. There's no way, if there's a risk that they might not have signed it right and they're a little bit afraid of it, they'll be terrified to participate. So anyone in that situation would consider this a very intimidating process.
It would also make every paid petitioner demand more money because it would radically increase the cost because they're now legally liable for everybody that's signing the front of the petition. So it will affect the volunteers exactly as he said. But paid petitioners, too, will demand more money. That's what we've seen in other states. And that is what is the most terrifying aspect of these bills is it's astronomically difficult to get this many signatures under the current system. To add extra barriers on top of it, with no justification because of fraud, the only thing that the court's ever allowed is the scariest part. Because right now, the average to qualify is like 1.2 million. In Oregon, it tripled the cost. Imagine it costing 3.6 million to qualify an initiative in Washington state. That would happen under bills like these. Thank you for your consideration.